We are losing the touch on humanity and the touch on history. You walk up there and you walk through 125,000 years of herbal medicine. And thank goodness the bees are there too. And if, when 2011 comes along, we lose this type of medicine, it is not going to be a better world, it's going to be a much, much worse world. So here we are, taking the first step. And if I make it to then, I will walk with this young man down to the House of Parliament and say it's a time we got some real common sense back into life.
In many ways we've been driven by European legislation because come 2011 everybody manufacturing herbal medicines will have to have something called GMP, which is good manufacturing practice. Essentially that's pharmaceutical manufacturing conditions. Now this is entirely inappropriate to the manufacture of herbal medicines, but that's what we have to do. So we took the decision a year ago that we wanted to remain, in fact wanted to be leaders of manufacturing of herbal medicine, and we took the decision that we would invest in GMP so that come 2011 we were able to go on manufacturing herbal medicines.
What an amazing place for your new home in an industrial estate where they've planted all the right things. Come and look. Rose hip syrup. I was brought up on it, and what more could you ask for? Aspirin, willow, and that's where aspirin came from. A bit bitter. I declare this amazing place with the most virtue.
Increasing circulation to the brain, memory, recall, all of that.
I think it's like a sponge, a honey sponge.
B stands for Bellamy, B stands for B. Fantastic.
Yeah, that's quite a...
Thank you very much.
That's okay there.
And keep up the good work.
We've opened a pharmacy and a clinic, and what we're hoping is that people will feel they can come up here and consult our herbalist or consult an apitherapist about their general health problems, and also if they need some specific advice they can seek a consultation from a herbalist or apitherapist or other complementary therapists who we hope are going to be working here in the long term.
It has tremendous anti-inflammatory properties. So we treat all the arthritic conditions: osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, tendonitis, bursitis, gout. We treat ankylosing spondylitis, anything with an itis, which just means inflammation, will respond very, very well to bee venom. Anything that you would treat with steroids, you should treat with venom as a natural alternative and with no side effects. Well, we'll give you a testing, okay? We'll give you. No, I won't sting you on the finger. But what I'll do, I'll give you a testing, okay? So I do this with every patient. They get a testing before we give them a full sting, and that means we put the sting in and we scrape it out immediately. So there's only 1,000th of the venom going in, and we wait for 10 minutes and make sure that the person's okay, and then we'll go on and give the full treatment. So we choose the hand. We miss the blood vessels, and we'll put it just there, and as soon as it's gone in. As soon as you feel it, okay, out it comes. That's what we call the testing.
Is the finger feeling better now, David?
Never I can feel the sting. Amazing things, aren't they? Well.
Yeah. It's like a sort of battle first aid kit.
I'm going to sleep.
It's going to get you ready for an afternoon of meeting and greeting.
So what else are you going to offer here, Ian?
There'll be herbal medicine, massage, aromatherapy, and hopefully some sort of structural mobilisation.
Can you stop snoring?
Soporific therapy.
And it is under threat these days because there is another side. I'm not quite sure it is, who said, oh, well, these are old hat, you know, they don't work. They do work, they have worked, they've worked over eons of time. You know, I am in a campaign with lots and lots of very people who know a lot more about it than I do, to make sure that we can go on using that heritage of herbal medicine, and our children and our grandchildren can have access to that.
I think there's an awful lot of people in the town that will find it very useful.
Tried the teas, bought the plants.
So what do you think of the place?
Fabulous, didn't even know it was here.
I think it's just quite an amazing factory, and basic sort of equipment turning out all these amazing things. I mean, I should be coming back with my catalogue to look for things now.
As you said, if they were to license every product, it's £30,000 per product.
And there are thousands of herbs.
Thousands, yes. Can you imagine the cost of that? So what they're doing, I think, is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And I'm hoping there'll be more places like this set up. There should be one in every big town, really.
I think it's fantastic. I think it would be a real boon to local people, especially when the clinic's up and running.
I think the interesting thing is that people are doing something about it because they want to buy it. And therefore, this thing which is happening here in Whitby is so important because it brings the herbal side and the bee side together and will give it to people. They can find out about it more, they can see that it does actually work, and they can give themselves peace of mind. I mean, there isn't much peace of mind in this world at the moment. We only get bad news. This is good news. Very, very good news.